If taco night and casserole night had a baby, it'd be this meal. Today I'm making taco chicken casserole with a Doritos topping. This thing's creamy, cheesy, baked, and the perfect weeknight family meal. It's simple, it's got familiar ingredients in it, and it's one of those meals they'll just ask you to make over and over again. So let's make it happen, Captain. This recipe is going to start off at the stove. We're going to start working on our chicken first. You just want to boil some chicken. You can use breasts, you can use thighs. You just need about 4 to 4.5 cups of chicken when it's said and done. Also, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. So I'm going to get my water boiling. We're going to start on with the chicken. See you in a second. We're going to season our water. This is a step that, don't skip this. It really adds some flavor to the chicken. So we're just going to generously season it with some kosher salt. We're also going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Dump that in there. Come on, baby, get out the bowl. And we're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder in there. Then we're going to bring our chicken. I'm using 4 chicken breasts. Now, you can use chicken thighs, whatever's cheap for you. Heck, you can go get a rotisserie chicken as long as you shred it up. It'll work. You just need 4 to 4.5 cups of chicken when it's said and done. Don't go over that though. It'll make your casserole really dense and really dry. That ain't what we're going for. We want creamy and cheesy. So I'm going to let these things cook, get back up to a boil, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, my chicken should be done. I'm going to test this thing with the good old trusty rusty meat thermometer. Make sure if you don't have one, you get one of these. You don't want to make nobody sick. And the beepy says she good. Alright, I want to take it out of the pot. We'll see in a second and get this thing shredded up. Alright, we got our chicken off of out of the pot. I'm going to use my handy dandy little chicken shredder. If you don't have one of these, you can use forks to shred it. Shredded chicken works better than diced chicken for this meal. The shredded chicken kind of soaks up the sauce, and you know, it's a little more friendly in a casserole, or this casserole, than a diced up chicken, so that's why I shred it up. I'm going to get my 4 to 4.5 cups of chicken shredded and see you in a second. Now it's time to make the sauce. So we're going to take a large bowl and we're going to put in, this is 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. We're going to dump all that in there. Next thing we're going to put in, this is a 1 1/4 cup of chicken broth. We're going to dump that in there. And then we're going to take a whisk and we're going to whisk this together. We're just trying to get it back to a consistent mixture with our whisk. Alright, the next thing we're going to add is a can of Rotel tomatoes. With the green chilies and all that, we don't want them drained though. Put the whole can. Next, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of chili powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, and 1 tablespoon of lime juice. Now, this isn't enough to make it limey. It'll just brighten it up a little bit. Kind of have a little authentic flavors to it, but don't go over or it'll get out of hand. We ain't making a margarita. Alright, we're going to stir that in there. Next thing we're going to put in here, I got 3/4 cup of diced onion. Now, for your veggies, you want to dice them up pretty fine. We're not serving fajitas. We don't want to give our casserole something that somebody's got to cut something up, and you don't want anybody to just get a big old mouthful of onion or green pepper. You want it to all kind of be mixed in there together as they're eating it. And then this is about a half cup of green bell pepper. We're going to go and dump that in there. And we're going to give that a little stir to combine that together. Now it's time for our chicken. We're going to put all of our shredded up chicken into our big old bowl. And fold that in, get it coated really well with all that sauce we just made. I'm going to work on mine. Be right back.
Okay.
Now we've got all this put together, it's time to start assembling our casserole. We're just going to dump all this into a greased 9x13 pan.
Okay.
Alright, after you get in there, kind of smooth it all out. Next thing we're going to put on here for our casserole. Now the ingredients say 1 cup of shredded blend type Mexican cheese. But you're going to hold a 1/4 cup back. That's going to go on the top. So this is 3/4 of a cup of Mexican blended cheese. And we're just going to sprinkle this all over the top of our casserole. Now it's time to take care of our Doritos. For the Doritos, you want the nacho cheese variety. Don't do the Cool Ranch. It adds a weird twang to it. Alright, let me show you how to do this without making a complete and utter mess. I'm going to start off with about that much. We just want to cover the casserole pretty well. We don't want it too thick. But what we're going to do is we're going to break these things up. Now, this is important. You want to break them up in about 1 to 2 inch squares. You don't really want bigger than that because that makes it weird trying to eat it. But you also don't want it smaller than that because they don't hold their crunch and chip. If you turn them into just breadcrumbs, well, it's like eating breadcrumbs on top of something. We ain't going for that. We want the chip part to it. So after we put it in here, seal up your bag, take out a little aggression, and we're going to break them into those 1 to 2 inch pieces. Some that miss the tear, you can kind of flip it over and give them a little poke with your finger. Make sure you take out a little rage on them too. Now it's time to put these on top of our casserole. We just want to take them and kind of spread them over. Oops, one survived. No problem. You die too. You know, some of them get crushed up. It's alright. But you want the majority of them to be in those 1 to 2 inch pieces. So after you put all the Doritos on it, this is kind of what you're looking for. So now it's time to cover it. We're going to loosely cover it with foil. Don't skip this part. If you do, you're going to burn up your Doritos and it ain't going to be good. So we're going to loosely cover it with foil. We're going to put this thing in the oven, bake it at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Mine was in the oven 25 minutes. Took the foil off. See, your Doritos aren't all browned up. Now, that 1/4 cup of cheese that we held on to a minute ago, it's time to put that on here. We're just going to sprinkle it around. You don't need a really heavy covering. Just kind of get something even across it. After we get that on, we're going to put this thing back in the oven, uncovered this time, and we're going to let it bake 10-15 minutes. We want our cheese to be good and melted. We want the casserole bubbling a little harder than it is right now. Mine was in there 10 minutes after I put the cheese on. This is what this thing looks like. It's really pretty casserole. I mean, it smells like taco night. This is way to roll right here. We're going to get this thing plated up and take a taste test, let you know how it turned out. Alright y'all, look at right here. This is what this thing looks like plated up. I mean, if that ain't pretty, it's creamy, cheesy. I mean, this is taco night. Alright, we're going to take a bite. See how this thing turned out. Man, I mean, this is like taco night comfort food infusion. So this is great, y'all. I see why my son asked me to make this all the time. It's one of his favorites. It's got just enough taco seasoning that you know it's taco. It's got that creaminess of the comfort food to it. It's a weeknight winner, y'all. Y'all need to make this for your family. Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you decide to make it, leave me a comment. Let me know how it turned out for you. Also, if you want to see more comfort food meals like this, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. We do a video about every week. Thanks again. God bless. We'll see you down the road.